Logical Lee, welcome. How are you doing today, buddy?
Hello, hello. I am doing great. I'm excited for the game today. We had one with ARC kind of yesterday. We played against Blacklist. They are uh, one part of Blacklist, so
Okay.
I'm excited to see what they can do standing alone by themselves
How did
today.
yesterday's game go, by the way? I didn't hear about that one. What
Oh,
was the result?
it was 3-2 for Blacklist.
Okay,
They played
wow.
as allies.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was 90 minutes and it was just around the mid cap and it was they I think they put like every single one of their guys in the defense. Like it was Siegfried line,
Mm.
so the southern point, and yeah, it was brutal. They all the artillery they had like
Mm.
anti tank guns everywhere, and
Yeah, that sounds
our
about
tank,
right for them.
yeah,
They love to use the
yeah,
anti-tank guns. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah,
Um,
it was just not possible for us to get through there. It was we had the map control, we had everything, but we just couldn't get through. We kept so many started to cap so many times, but at the end they the RT shot and they blasted all our guys out of the hard cap. Yeah,
that though, holding the blacklist, so the blacklist one that won 3-2, that must make you feel really good though going into the
yeah,
seasonal. I mean, they're a
totally,
really strong
totally.
team. I've heard people, I think on
Yeah,
the podcast last week, we had people saying top three, top four teams in the world, the blacklist.
definitely,
So that must make
definitely.
you guys feel really good about your chances for going to the seasonal
Yeah.
then.
Yeah, totally. I mean, we trained hard. I mean, StDb exists now for like 2 years, and
Mhm.
we've grown immensely during the last half year, I would say. And I would rank us as the like third strongest German team.
Ooh,
Um,
okay.
yeah,
All
yeah, yeah.
right.
We just
Yeah.
had a very exciting match against the 116s.
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, and so you see, we have potential,
Mhm.
and we will keep training for the season and hope or we get some good plays. I mean, we don't think we get the number one or number two, but the third one would be great. I think that would be an immense success for us. Yeah.
I think with that result against the blacklist yesterday, you at least have to be super optimistic going into the tournament. What about today, though?
Right.
So I know ARC as a key part of that blacklist team. Have you guys ever played
Yeah.
them alone though, as a solo 50 man?
No, no, it's the first time,
Okay.
so I'm very excited. I think the thing is, if you have a big coalitions with a lot of different teams, you of course get the few best people of your team in the coalition on the field. So could be maybe a little bit a nerf for us
Okay.
that they have to bring their whole team and it's more mixed from the skill set of the shooters. So I think I have a optimistic expectation for today. But then they play allies and they can
Yeah.
defend very well, so it
Yeah.
could be
Yeah. Yeah.
also pretty tricky. So we will see. We planned some tricks, but
Ooh.
we will see how it will turn out.
You
Yeah.
guys going to be revealing some tricks here? I thought so. The consensus was when I've been talking in the last couple of weeks, people wouldn't show any tricks, no tricks
Well,
until the key games in the seasonal. But hey,
I
I'd
think
love
it
to see
won't
some
be.
tricks.
I don't think it won't be. It will be. It's for. Well, it's. I think some of them aren't like a big deal or not a huge secret for
Okay.
most or for the better teams at least. I think.
Okay.
Um, but maybe some trick shots at the start.
Oh, okay.
Who knows? So.
Hey, if you want to
Um,
send me a private DM about that so I can get the camera ready, I'd be very happy for
yeah,
that. I
yeah,
promise I won't reveal anything.
yeah. Sure thing. I can do that.
That sounds awesome, though. I love that about Hell Let Loose competitive. How much time some of the players spend to
Yeah,
find that perfect angle to make a crazy shot
yeah,
across the map, whether it be like with artillery or with the tanks. I think we've seen that in competitive play. Last time I think I saw that was in the HPL with TL versus Core when TL killed two supply trucks and squads right off the start at Foy with the Lux shot from across the map. So I love when I see that, and I hope to see more coming up, especially in this game. What do you think your guys' chances are? So going into this one, do you think you have better chances? You expecting like a 5-0, 3-2?
I don't expect a huge loss for us. I think it will be either a close 3-2, but I more likely think it will be maybe a 5-0 for us, or maybe a 4-1, maybe, or 3-2 for us.
Even playing on the
I'm
Axis
optimistic.
side, even though you're
Yeah.
playing the Axis. Okay.
I think we Utah is we hate Hurtgen Forest. You have to understand. Utah is more like our kind of map, you know, like
I don't know.
St. Mary Eglise and SMDM.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it also depends on the flag layout. Because, okay, so say, depending on what flag it is, if it's WN4, Axis are going to have a much harder time with that versus like WN7, where it's, the allies have a harder time. And then if it's the chapel, that's kind of the toss up between them. Whoever kind of gets that south control in the chapel first, whichever tanks kind of beat the others, which obviously playing as the Germans, you're going to have a slight disadvantage the longer the game goes on, especially if you don't get those tank kills early and they get a death stack of 76s that just play together. I know how hard that can be. Playing the Germans, do you have any plans to kind of use those AT guns a little more?
It's like it's like in every match we say, guys, in every squad, use more AT guns.
Yeah.
But in the end, in the midst of the combat and everything goes crazy, it's probably for most squads harder to coordinate. I mean, I'm commander, I can just say use them, but in the squad leads are in the field and they have to kind of make the assessment: do I place it now or not, or even think of it. So I hope after the last game yesterday we will use it more. I mean, we use it, but not to the extent like a Blacklist, for example. So
well, I think it's also necessary when you're playing on Axis side. Your tanks are just so much underpowered, especially if you start losing tanks and they get those 76s. You can't compete, like one Tiger can't compete against 176, let alone two, right? So you might as well flex those guys into an AT role. But speaking of commander, are we going to see some crazy airhead plays today? We're going to see an airhead followed by artillery, HE, smoke, and then a bombing run. Are we going to see that? Awesome. I'd love to.
I think a airhead bombing run combo is probably more more how do you say, expected or potential, because I can coordinate that by myself.
The one thing
But
nobody ever expects, though, is the airhead artillery combo. It is so strong. 2 or 3 times now, we've seen it there where the airhead comes down, and instead of like a bombing run, it's artillery, HE, and then a couple smokes. And then boom, the smoke conceals where the airhead is. The only people who knew are probably dead. And then a 1 or 2 spawn wave comes in. But yeah, I think it's about 2:30 now, so I'll let you guys get back into your game and get started here. Any last words before getting onto the field to play today?
Yeah, thank you so much for your stream today.
No worries.
Looking forward for watching it afterwards with my boys probably. So it's always a pleasure, and I hope the guys who are watching are also having a good time today. So
For sure.
I will see you after the match, hopefully.
Hopefully see you after the match, and hopefully you guys have had a victory for you guys. And thank you for joining us here before the match. Good luck.
Good luck. See you.
Yeah, that is Logical Lee, the commander here of StDb. I will just say the abbreviated StDb instead of their whole name, because I don't want to embarrass myself there with my German. But checking out the matchup today, of course, it's going to be Logical Lee. We just spoke to him here from StDb versus Crow M from ARC. Oh, Puma shots coming in onto the infantry. Heard maybe a Puma trick shot coming out before this one. Good deploy, though, from the allies here onto the point. They do exactly what they need to do. I can see 1 squad lead and at least 2 squad leads. Fridays in there, too. That trick shot not paying off here for the Axis team. Now, Axis is a little late to the party here, but they do have the advantage in the point here. If the Axis can take this point off the start here and hold it, I think we'll have a really, really good chance of taking this midpoint. However, allies so far are doing a very, very good job. They need to stuff the point, doing exactly what they need to do. Greyhound makes it to point here, and this Lux is going to watch out. Greyhound is in security behind the barn on the right side of your screen. However, you know, StDb are still in this one. They have not given up. Respawn's coming in. You got 2, soon to be 3 OPs up. And that's going to be huge here. If Untalented can get his OP up too, that's going to be real, real big. We are seeing a little bit of lag. I apologize for that, guys. We're going to try to minimize that if we can. And that cap progress is falling right now. And also, Greyhound's taking some shots from the Puma on the backside here. I don't think the Greyhound knows about this Puma. Second shot comes in, just missing. You can see the Puma on the left side of your screen. Lux is going to take out the Greyhound. Big play here from the Puma and the Lux off the start. Good positioning from that Puma, putting shots into point. And just like that, I think ARC might be a little in trouble here. There is a tank on point for the allies. Now the 75 has made it to point here. For some reason, I don't know. Okay, there's a building in the way. That's why he's not peeking the Lux. Oh, devastating artillery strike on the right side of your screen. Kills a whole squad. A whole squad from ARC dropping. And that is leading towards this cap progress you can see now from the Axis team. Wow, still a tank though. Allies have a tank, they have a chance, but that already is so deadly. Another squad gets wiped out from the allies here. Here comes the Puma. He's going to be pushing onto this Sherman here. Sherman rotates. One shot should be enough. Puma has no clue. He's going to get wiped out. But the arty is so deadly here from the Axis team. ARC boys cannot get into the point fast enough. QQ is going to need to rotate this this outpost here if he wants to challenge the point. Now, another thing to notice here, guys, on the north side, look at StDb's aggressive deployment. They're cutting off the one place that is relatively safe to push back to this point from. At least for now, until there's a tank. Oh my God, the artillery is on fire. For the Axis here, another squad gets wiped. Every time they spawn, they are getting obliterated. See, now StDb is pushing and going very aggressive here. The one shot that ARC has to get back into this point is to flank along the south edge of the map and try to get back in, but there's just nothing to help them do that. Half tracks are expensive. They don't have any of those out right now. Right now they're trying to run across the field, but there's just a saturation of artillery. And I think we're gonna see a 3-2 off the bat here from StDb. Wow, that arty is just coming up huge. Having those rallies or outposts out in the field to the east side here, not working out for ARC. StDb is going to secure this one 3-2 with a very aggressive push onto not only the strong point but on the north side. And you know what, I have to agree with them. They don't need a Panzer IV in that situation. The Puma did the job, the Lux did its job, and they're going to save on a little bit of time from their tankers by not taking that out. A little bit of fuel too. There it is, 3-2 off the bat here. StDb opens it up with an interesting play that honestly I really like. I especially like the Lux there, and the Puma used very well, not aggressively initially. That first phase really just shelling the point from cover, and then once they set into the second phase of securing that point with the infantry advantage, pulling it up, and at that point it's not really a bother if they lose it. Really, it isn't. Sherman going to be the only thing back on point here, and we can just see how hard it is for the allies to push back to point in this third phase of the game here, trying to get back onto the third point to the midpoint to take it. But there's just so much wire here. It's so open. There's not a lot of space where you can actually hold the phone here. This is a Lux on fire. This Lux is still alive, going crazy here. He doesn't care about the Sherman behind him. He's going to be going and doing this really offensive first of all, taking out an OP there. Really offensive breakup play. I love the Lux being utilized like this. The Lux is not a Steward, so it doesn't do it as well as the Steward, but it's very fast, it's very mobile, and it's a small target. It can very effectively hunt down garrisons, and it can take a few shots, right? It's not like a Puma where it's just a one-hitter quitter. The Lux can take a shot or two, which enables it to kind of get out here. See, one shot in, okay, no problem for the Lux. He's gonna run into Whoa, what is he doing? See, 2 shots in. I don't quite know what the Lux is doing in this situation. And Majario is going to hop out and clap that AT boy. Or maybe the AT guy respawned. I don't know. Just kind of an odd situation here for the Lux. I don't know really why they decided to turn into that corner and park it. Anyways, though, Undalux with a nice solo push here onto the Gary. Ooh, getting 1 kill. How many more kills? He's got 2. He's got 3. Undalux, 3 kills, 4 kills, and he trades with the last one and gets the OP. What a play there from Undalux. Really nice play here to get that OP. Now you can finally see the, what is this, an AT gun, or is this a tank on the backside shelling the point? I think it might be a tank. Yeah, it is. 76 coming out from the Allies. They need to hold on to this 76 here. They can't be losing these tanks. It's so important. WN5, the next point. This actually seems pretty good in my mind here for ARC. They can springboard off this to attack the next point pretty well. That Lux is actually back up too. Wow. Crazy to think that he's still alive. Did someone... Where did the other 2 crew come from? How many bodies did they have in that tank? 3? They must have had 3. But 1 jumped out and repaired. Makes sense. I love the blood on the front too. He's been running allies over. I do really like this play, this aggressive Lux play though. Really breaking up the enemy positions in front of the attack, distracting and allowing friendly forces to push up aggressively behind. Really nice to see. Now that 76 is going to be a little bit of an issue here for the Axis team. We'll see if they can get AT guns out to successfully deal with it. Since I haven't seen them pull any tanks out for themselves yet, we're going to check to see if there is maybe some P4s or a Tiger out yet. No, there is going to be just a P4 and a Tiger. Okay, so a 1-man Tiger from Mercenario. Hightid's going to bring out a P4 to try and engage this 76, but P4 be damned, that's a very tough fight, especially full frontal here. P4 is going to need to get his tank into at least hull cover before, which means he's going to have the bottom of his tank being hidden here, or else that's just going to be a 1-hit quit there for the 76. 76 can 1-shot the Panzer IV if it's a body shot from pretty much anywhere. It's kind of nasty. I do love how I can hear this Lux on the back line just going off though. He doesn't care. Lux does not give anything really. He's just in the middle of the point there, taking rockets for days. He's taken 2 or 3 rockets already here. I believe that might have actually been the 4th rocket. Finally going down there, Sam, putting a rocket into that Lux, but lots of disruptive play from the Lux on the backside. Really, really nice to see here. Now we'll see if, okay, we can see that AT gun coming up. Genosi is gonna have a hard time building that one with the 76 shelling him. But I do like to see that. Now I'd love to see the P4 rotate. You can actually just see him rotating on WN7. Maybe try to get a peek on from a different angle onto the 76 and then engage it at the same time as the AT gun. Now, I think Genosi's on that AT gun. He's ready to go now. Should be built and ready to fire here. I wonder if he's going to wait until he can see or just try to shoot through the smoke right here. First shot comes out from Genosi, direct hit. Nice hit there. First shot from the 76 misses. Second shot goes into the hull here of the 76. 76 is in trouble. He needs to put an HE round, and he's not going to get the opportunity to. 76 goes down, and that is how you play against American armor as the Axis in this patch. AT guns, AT guns, AT guns, supported by P4s. Exactly what needed to happen there for the Axis team, and a really good play in getting that deployed quickly and efficiently. ARC here gonna have to be careful though. They cannot lose this southern flank. They cannot do it. If they do lose it, they're gonna get Garys pulled up on them. They're gonna get pushed so hard from every side, and you can already see there, is that, no, that's just going to be supplies dropping. Okay, onto WN5. I do like the defensive line they've got set up. You know, after that little distraction of the Lux, you can see Phallus, Sam, and Crow also on the north side there. I don't know quite what, ooh, my God, P4 picking off the Greyhound from downtown. Nice shot on the move there from the P4. You can see on the left side of your screen there, just getting a clean shot. Heithed, Red Bull, Stalheim, and Goriker. That's a tough shot to make on the move, man. Props to them. Not easy at all, but they made it work. Now we are seeing a little bit of cap progress here, at least a challenge onto the point. ARC respawns coming up on the backside. I just wanted to get a look onto the right flank here. Okay, so very wide defense here. You can see red roof house also the next point. Artillery also firing. Raven Stark's going to be pushing in, trying to put an end to that. I'm just thinking the ARC defensive line on the right side of point looks good, but it's very, very rough here on the front left side. Now, that P4 also putting shots in, taking out what looks like an AT gun on the back side of point here. Yeah, AT gun going down there from Hornet 68. And yeah, it's looking really rough. Undalux really close here. Undalux is a really good player. We've seen him get 2 kills last week to open SLB. 2 knife kills to open the game. Crazy, right? He's going to be in a 1v1 or a 2v1 right now. Long and short 2v1 with Bibix and Tashi. We'll see if Krish can flank and help this out. Takes out one here. Doesn't know about Bibix. Going to get clapped in the back if he's not careful. No! Undalux with the kill. Bibix missing the shot there. Oh no, that's really not looking good here for ARC. As the Tiger also pulls up on the backside. So we got Panzer IV pushing close with the Tiger long. Shelling at range, which I think he just killed one of his own boys there. Gonna have to watch your friendly fire there, Tiger. Right now, ARC really needs to get some AT up. They need to get their next 76 peaking, and they need to get AT guns up, 2 or 3 at least. There's now a Tiger and a P4 spamming fire up onto this hill, and they just can't do it. You see, AT gun gets built, but there's nobody to man it. Taki's gonna, maybe, Takugawa, hop on that AT gun? He goes to, but an HE round to the bunker is going to put that plan to rest here. Wow. Now, Christian is on point here. Jesus is there from SGC2, but no squad leads crucially are able to get on this flank. After Undalux went down, there's no one else to follow it up. And right here's a really good opportunity here for ARC to rotate back into this game. You can see Tachang is rotating with Talon onto the P4. P4 is in danger for sure here. And without any other infantry support, the ARC players on defense can just push to the west and rotate south. Should be fairly easy. P4 is going to be in trouble here. Has to watch its 6. I don't think he has cross coverage from the Tiger. No. Tiger is not looking onto the back of the P4. P4 takes 1 rocket in. Going to be taking a second here from Tachang. 2 rockets into the back, and down goes the P4. A mistake here from StDb and the Heighted Armor crew, not getting the cross coverage that they needed from that Tiger. Tiger needs to be cross supporting its other tanks, otherwise that stuff's going to happen. Now with that tank down, there is a big hole exposed in this attack from StDb. Tiger is still shelling on the backside, but that's one less shell coming. I think that ARC should be able to get a AT gun or 2 up here to try and deal with this. And look at this flank from Talon. If Talon can stay alive and get an OP up, that would be huge for ARC's defense right now. Talon just does get dropped. Let's go on board with Tachang though. See if he can do with his gun, maybe take out this OP from StDb. You can see it's on the other side of the hedge here. The 1v2. He's gonna chill. Oh no, okay, he takes out Horny Chocolate. Now it's a 1v3 though, even tougher. Tachang claps 1 and he goes down. Undalux and Nordland do enough to stop that one there. Keeping the push alive for now. I think Christian just planted a satchel, by the way. Possibly he could have. I'd love to see some more here from StDb. I'd love if they would have stacked this push early with the tanks, used the 2 tanks to push, and kind of maybe left some fighters in their back line while ARC pushed out and really tried to just force the issue on this side. But now with the AT guns up, this Tiger's going to take some hits. Tiger's taking 2 hits already. It might be going down here. AT gun going to take out the Tiger. One more shot. Can he do it? No. Oh no. Missing the shots as the AT gun leaves the Tiger alive for now. Is there any other guns to make it work? Just missing the shots there from ARC. Unable to get the kill on the AT gun. Satchel goes down and creates a big boom. Second AT gun picking up where the first one left off. No, that's a 76. All right, here, let's see if he can get the last shot onto this Tiger. A little short there with the first 2 shots. He needs to make the third one. Adjustment a little higher. Tiger's in trouble right now. And boom, down goes the Tiger. 76 gonna finish the kill here. Takagawa, Aerobase, and CPEX. I actually really like that. You can see the flex AT. That is how you need to play this game right now. Not as much so on the ally side, but especially if you do lose your 76s, tankers should always be flexing into the AT role, getting onto point, especially if you're getting pushed like that, and getting those AT guns up to at least keep the tankers on their toes. If they're focused on you, they're not focused on your infantry, at least. So I really like to see that. Those 76 coming out here, and this is really important. This 76 needs to stay alive. It needs to stay alive. I want ARC need to be working on getting that 2 stack of 76s so they can really shove their advantage here. Because I think, honestly, they're going to need it if they're going to push WN7, unless we see some kind of crazy play with an airhead behind the point, or a sneaky Gary, or a half-track play. 276s will absolutely crush everything in this field here on its way to WN7. Now, WN7 is a different story. You know, half-track plays in this sense could literally just be following the tanks up and dropping off troops and providing a spawn point on WN7 for those troops, right? Because there's just so much open space to cover that it's not safe to run. You know, RD is super devastating, and that's actually what the half tracks were used for. That was the purpose in World War II, was to get the troops through the artillery. That's why they didn't even have tops on them, because if there was a direct hit onto one, it wouldn't matter if it had top on it or not, right? But it was for that shrapnel from the artillery, that explosive shrapnel, and they were meant to drive through the lines between the enemy artillery's range and to the front, where they could get the troops safely to fight. Now, on the backside, we're seeing some good defense here from the Axis team. You can see lots of Axis back defending. Heighted, Smoker, Ragnar, Vespi, Stess, Jan, and Lipton, and Born Free all on the backside. That's a 2v what? 7? Not going to be too easy there for ARC. Now, though, this is the rotation I want to see. Get the tanks up, push up the field here. I'd like to see some AT guns off the back of this push. Now, they do have one already on the beach, shelling. You can hear it shelling up by where Horny Chocolate is. What a name, by the way. I don't know what what kind of images those provoke in your name, but certainly pretty funny thinking to me. 76 taking some hits, though, on the backside. Could that be another Tiger coming out? You see it right there, and they both go down. That is a terrible trade here for the 76 to take. Wow. 76 and a Tiger trading, and honestly, I think the Axis crew will take that all day. They'll take that. I'll take a trade for a Tiger for a 76 any week, any day of the week there. And just what we said they could not be doing. They can't be losing those 76s. They need to try and get that 2 stack up, because if this had been 2 76s, that Tiger would have been done with minimal damage to one of the 76s. So second one goes down here for the Allies, and now you have to think that, okay, they're in a decent spot here. There is another AT gun going up, and look at these AT guns. I love this. I absolutely love this. Apologies for the view. For some reason on the AT gun, when you slide to it, it goes under the map. But Turbo and Nordland here with the AT gun set up on the backside, looking for any Allied tanks. I believe there's Hornet, you can see on the right side of your screen, also has an AT gun up. Yep. It's going to be the battle of the AT guns here in the field. I honestly think that's a great idea, though. Matage here, setting up maybe 1 or 2 on this the south flank will be a good idea. One right here on the edge, and you can see Aerobase is doing just that. He's getting hit by a machine gun fire, though. He's going to have to watch out. But that's a very, very good idea here. 1 AT gun here, and maybe put one on the other side too. Just peeking through this fence, or a little further back on the right here. And then if they could get a second 76 up, oof, that would be so strong. So it's going to be AT gun versus AT gun here, though. I don't know if CPEX and Aerobase have a shot onto the pack. We'll see, though. No, it doesn't look like they do for now. I think there might just be a berm in the way or something. that did not last long. Is that another AT gun up? Here? It is. I love this. Flexing, and you can see Heighted squads flexing into the AT gun roll when they lose their tanks. I absolutely love this. And this is a trend that's going to continue, folks, because this is the most OP thing to do. I mean, the most ideal thing to do. As we can see, that Artie is just absolutely devastating the garrison on the north-south side here from the Allies. Flexing into AT guns when your tanks are down, especially if you're Tigers. Now, in this situation, they're taking out the 76s, so it's not as important as it might be, because if facing 276s is just a pain, you know, even if you have AT guns. So I like it regardless, though. Flexing into those AT guns, not letting any tanks get forward, and we're witnessing kind of an AT gun battle develop beneath us right here between the 2 points. Now, first half an hour about to be ending here in this match. 3-2 so far. StDb winning. ARC definitely not rolling over by any means. Holding their line, even pushing out on the defensive here. Now we're going to see kind of the fourth phase of this game after the initial melee here, and what both teams have in terms of their flanking ability, their strategy. Maybe we'll see a cheeky airhead play. I don't know. But I'm really digging, though. Look at this flex play. 2 AT guns and a 75 on the backside. Really nice to see it. It's useful, though. I mean, you have the berm here. It's a huge berm. You can essentially see over everything onto WN7 pretty easily. And the AT guns just can rain shells down for as long as they like onto the infantry that push, right? There's not much you can do. I think we're going to see a wide flank, though, from StDb to come around the backside here and maybe try and crush these AT guns. And if they don't, I mean, they're just going to be subject to a never-ending barrage of fire back here, right? I do like this, though. And another AT gun, I believe, going down on the backside here from the Axis team. Yep, another one going down. Love to see this. It's funny. It's kind of like a game of tag with AT guns. Ooh, oh, bingo. Another hit comes down onto the second AT gun. Both AT guns go down here for StDb. But they're not under huge threat right now. No 76s up currently. We can check the map to see if there's any more Tigers coming out. No, not yet. We are seeing that northern flank, though, with a Panzer IV and a half-track coming into Red Roof House. So right now on the map, you have an AT gun in the south, AT gun north of WN5 here. You also have a Flex 75 kind of roaming on this side. That's what this Panzer IV is going to be doing. And expect this crew to rotate to Red Roof and then down to WN5 and crush those AT guns. We're going to rotate up and kind of get an eye on that to see how it's developing. Here. Decent defense, decent wide defense here, but yeah, it's definitely kicking off now from StDb. Trying to get around behind the forces, and there's actually an AT tank fight developing here. Is this the Sherman versus the Panzer IV? Oh, Sherman just missing there. Panzer IV has a chance. He needs to get out of this field, though. He shouldn't be looking for a kill onto this tank. He's heavily damaged, needs to get in cover ASAP to repair. That Sherman is looking A-okay. Just not able to find the shot. Unfortunately, though, there is AT rotating here. Rebel Snow, Bjorn needs to get and help protect this tank. Rebel Snow might just get the rocket off. I don't know if Bjorn can cap him first. Oh, it's so close. Nope, Rebel Snow makes it through here. Panzer IV's in a lot of trouble. All Rebel has to do is put one rocket into the side here, and I think this P4 is going to go down. Nobody really notices him just yet. Oh no, he's going to rotate right back into the field of fire. Oh, Commander notices. Nice. Good heads up play there from Commander. It's not over yet. The danger is definitely not over yet here. Not too sure exactly what he's going to attempt to do. Maybe he thinks he killed him. No. Oh no. Big miscalculation after a good play there. Tank turns and faces his butt towards Rebel Snow. Rebel Snow is going to get he's going to need a decent shot to take this P4 out. gonna need to peek soon though. Oh no, Rebel doesn't peek in time. He's gonna have a really difficult shot here at the P4, or not. No, the P4 just gets into the view range of that Sherman, and Sherman finishes off. Wow, Sherman kind of forgetting, I guess. We all kind of forgot about the Sherman, the initial shooter in that fight. Hold the phone. Okay, it's a second one. Okay, so the first one does go down, but there's a second 76 that's going to be able to finish off that P4. Wow. Kind of back where we were before. Second AT gun going on the left there. You can see they just got two together, hammering down to WN7. First 76 coming out again. We'll see if they can hold on to that one long enough to stack a second one. I'd love to see that second 76 come out. And I think when it does, then we'll start to see maybe some more aggressive play here from ARC. StDb, on the other hand, trying their push again on the south flank. Worked pretty well the first time. Now, I'd love to see them stack some more troops into this one. Maybe redeploy, rotate some troops on, especially if they can get these AT guns down on the ARC side. Genosi and Chocolate are going to have to work fast, though. Two AT guns firing down on them, none connecting just yet. All it takes is one shot. I wonder if they're going to hit the fence in front of them. Hopefully not. No, they don't have a peek. Whoa! I don't know what just happened there. Maybe a contact from behind onto the AT gun. Yeah, it must be. Horny Chocolate's going to desperately try and fight this one off. Skaloo getting one kill there. Looking for a second. Pack gun not in that much of a great spot here. Going to be taken out soon by the defenses of ARC. Now, if we check the map really quick here, are the Germans bringing up more tanks? Yes, it's going to be another P4 on the north side. Again, trying to make this northern flank work. Not making too much progress here. Really, a majority of the forces are stuck in the middle between them. Now, Reven Stark might be rotating this half-track in. Going for a nasty play here, but for the moment being, that flank on the north is kind of falling apart, especially without that P4. I'd love to see them bring that P4 in and try and get the AT gun advantage here, but it's going to be very hard, especially with those two guns already up firing from an elevated position. 76 is being aggressive again, though. Gonna have to be careful here. I don't know how much I love this push alone. He's got to be real careful. One person gets on that AT gun and it is game over for the 76, especially if you can get a couple shots in. Interesting to note this smoke here. I'm not too sure exactly what the idea was behind the smoke. Is it trying to cover for this 76's push? Because there isn't really much infantry. No, this is a cover for the Axis push. Axis is going to try to push to the field here. You can see those smoke markers coming down from the Axis side. Not too effective, especially because the tanks are above this smoke. So you can see the machine gun fire coming in is all coming over the smoke. That's because the positions on the backside, you can see. Hold the phone. AT gun Genosi is on that AT gun again. What did we say? He was going to take out the 76 if he got on it again. One shot goes into the front. A second goes in. Ricochets. Lucky ricochet there. And I think one of the AT guns does get the crew off that pack gun. Whew, lucky. But for some reason, so the pack gun is invulnerable here because it just hits the, it seems like it just hits the post in front of it. Look at this, the post is tanking shots for the pack gun. I can't believe my eyes. Honestly, I cannot believe my eyes there. Underlux is a wizard and a magician, and he's found a way to prevent... Oh, I spoke too soon. Curse to the commentator. Well, he did find a way for about 5 minutes to prevent that from getting destroyed. But the biggest thing with this smoke here is if you look, Visorio 80, Desi, they're all in elevated machine gun positions, so the smoke really doesn't affect them. They can easily shoot over this smoke in the field onto the Axis forces that are advancing. So maybe something to consider there when you're trying to push to WN5 on the south side is to smoke the two-story or kill as Visario gets taken out and smoke the bunkers. And maybe try to use recon to prevent AT guns from going up too. Because those AT guns on the hill are just absolutely devastating everybody over here. You can see Underlux is going to rotate and try with Nordland to get another one up. 76 is pushing. Now, I would love for ARC to save that 76 so they can pair it with a second one. Something we've seen before, not ARC, but the 5 in the semifinal of the HPL match was 276 stacked in a death ball with infantry pushing cross coverage fire. So essentially when one AT gun would engage a 76, immediately either the first 76 that was engaged or the second 76 beside it would shoot the AT gun. And this happened 5 or 6 times in a row. And it must have been so frustrating for the 5 when they were defending to try and deal with that. Now, good position here, and you can already see Hornet 68 and Skalloo are going to be building an AT gun of their own. I like this. I'd love to see a second stacked here and a forced push coming down this flank with maybe a second 76 infantry and half track. Have a garrison out on the backside, and then just get a half track and transport troops to the point with the 76's cover. You can push them all the way up, drive the half tracks up to point, and put those forces onto point. Maybe bring a Greyhound too. One of the most underutilized kind of benefits of a half track or a Greyhound is the fact that they can drive right through barbed wire. They can go through barbed wire. This Belgian gate means literally nothing to tanks and half tracks. It only stops artillery, or sorry, infantry. So if you can utilize a half track to leapfrog over, especially if there's a bunch of squad leads in that half track, and you protect it with tanks, then you get those respawns over there, and if you have enough time to protect them, then you're in, you're golden. And I haven't seen that strat utilized yet on WN7 or WN4, but I'm sure it's only a matter of time until we see those transports utilized in a way where they just transport the troops through the barbed wire. Now, Skalloo looks like deciding against putting the AT gun there. All right, leaving the 76 to shell instead. Let's rotate to the north side and check out the battle here. We'll hop on the map also to check out Gary placements and positioning. ARC really trying to reinforce the middle of the field here with that big push also coming from StDb through the middle. StDb having some luck getting behind and through the lines here. Johannes, you can see there on the backside too. Gonna have to watch out for that as this develops. Checking the map here, behind the camera and underneath it, half track is overrun. Defensive garrisons on WN7 and in front to the north of the point here, right on point, behind point. Looks like we have some recon activity behind point too. Bofrost with his machine gun. Who needs to camp the artillery when you have a machine gun on Red Roof House? Reven Stark also rotating to do some campage. We do have a Tiger out in the middle from Heithen, Stahlhelm, Red Bull, and Groker. Also on the north side, a Panzer IV again. It looks like the second or third time they must have lost that tank the last time they brought it here. P4s are just so vulnerable these days. Now, no real pressure here on the backside. This is one of the advantages of holding the point and holding your arty is the lack of pressure. There is a mechanized vehicle coming towards right now, maybe a light Greyhound or Stuart. But you can see the arty marks are out, and that push was shut down before it started. Arty instantly drops there, and when you don't have that pressure on the backside, it's just real easy to stop these frontal pushes, especially in the point here from ARC. Now, we might be seeing a bombing run come down soon as the recon plane goes up. That should be interesting to see here. 76 stays alive on the south side for now. Really, the Tiger going to reinforce the middle, and the only other one is that P4 going to the north side here. Intent possibly StDb is to make some AT guns. You can see Genosi on the backside. He's standing, I think, on the wreck of a destroyed AT gun back there. I could also see Lipton, who might be looking to put a AT gun on the point too. For now, though, no other AT guns up. Only this 76 on the south here. If we scroll across the front line right now, you guys can kind of see the makeup of it. We do have a Gary here. I believe that is a defensive Gary for the Allies. Yep, so that's under threat here from the Axis team. Scrolling up the line, really not a lot of progress made. Kind of a stalemate right now between both teams. Little bit of progress maybe on the north side here, you can see, but the wide defense of ARC is just going to collapse on any progress. And actually Olu getting clapped here by Selenik. I don't know if Olu, no, he just didn't get the Gary, so nice little Gary placement there in the hole. Olu not able to take it out there. Selenik and Maelstrom both spawning in and killing the attackers. Yeah, falling back here, you can see Frank and Bjorn. Wonder if we can check to see if that's... No, that half track is down. Panzer IV on the north side, and ooh, also Tiger pushing into the south. Let's get into that Tiger and see exactly where it's going. You can see him rotating now. Maybe get a peek onto the 76. No, gonna take his time, help out with the infantry for now. Ooh, 76 rotates. We're gonna have a tank fight here, ladies and gentlemen. It's just about who notices who first. Now, Smoker from Highted here should be able to spot out this 76, and I think the 76 knows where the Tiger is. Tiger's pushing. That's not going to be to the advantage of the Tiger. No, it's not. Oh no, Tiger gets stuck on a bush. 76 is still looking, doesn't see the Tiger just yet. This is going to be real bad here for the Tiger. He's going to get clapped, 2-shot, and just has no... I don't know what's going on with the spotting. The marks are there. The Tiger just doesn't see the 76. Oh no, he hits the fence. Tiger's trying to get out of his ARC field of view, but I think it's too little too late here. And the Tiger goes down. It's shot from the right too. Is that the second 76? So has the 76 stack finally come out here for the Allies? Yes, it has. Okay, this is dangerous times here for the Axis. 2 76s on the field. Not too sure what the Tiger was really pushing there, especially with the marks. Maybe he didn't see on the map the new tank marks that just came out, because he pushed right in front of the 76. All right, though, like I was saying, 2 stack of 76 is very dangerous here. Now, I'd love to see them play a little closer together here and give each other support. So, yeah, okay, it's exactly what they're doing. Use these 2 tanks to smash through. Now, a little light on the infantry support, just due to the artillery of StDb being so strong. It is so strong. So strong here. Two 76s are nothing, nothing to laugh at, though. If they don't have infantry support, there's definitely a chance here for the Axis team to use handheld AT to take them out, whether that be satchels or AT guns or Panzerschrecks. Uh-oh, this squad on the right side's gonna have to watch out, though. Rightfully so. You saw them all vault over the fence like, let's get out of here. Yeah, you don't want to attract the main gun and machine gun of the 76. Cross supporting each other, playing well together. Now the big question here is, how do the Allies deal with this Axis artillery? Really is. The Arty is the only thing really stopping ARC from pushing these tanks across with infantry support. Maybe half tracks? Half tracks are definitely an option here. They should have a decent amount of fuel, just by the virtue of, you know, they pulled the 76 out. I haven't seen them be pulling too many tanks out. There is a, I think there is a outpost also behind here, so gonna have to look at that. Now, Genosi does have an AT gun up. Unfortunately, not looking the right way, as both tanks are just to the north of him. Uh-oh, Jan, though, that's a threat. Does Mateus see Jan? Satchel going to be going down here on... Yes, it gets, but it's on the track, so I don't know if that's actually going to kill the 76. It's going to be close to call. Mateus not able to pick off that kill. John with the really nice satchel placement. However, this satchel has a chance to not kill this tank. It is on the tracks, and the tracks are notorious for not one-shotting the tank. Now, Rafistol is going to get out. Mujik's going to get out. Satchel is spotted here. Jan gonna get 1 kill, get 2 kills here, back in the tank. and the satchel's there. I wonder if he'll just drive this 76 beside where the rally is. That would be pretty funny, I think. Blueberry gonna get the AT out, get one shot in, and absolutely kill himself. Satchel still has about 30 seconds to go on it. I wonder if they're gonna try to re-defuse it? There goes the satchel. Is it going to kill Rifistol? Definitely going to go down, but no, it does not kill the 76. Exactly like we said, satchel was placed on the tracks. It is not fatal towards the tanks. Unfortunately there for the crew, he got out. So now it's a one-man tank, and it is almost surrounded here by Axis AT as we zoom out. Well, no, ARC's doing a good job to help out that tank. Okay. Not too bad, and unfortunately for the AT of the Axis, just misplacing that satchel onto the tracks. You see it a little more with the Tiger and with the old Panther tank. The Panther tank was notorious before it was taken out of the game to get reworked for just not dying to satchels on the side of it, regardless if it was tracks or not, because it had those track coverings and that armor. But yeah, no, lucky break here for the 76. Both 76s stay up, and looks like also ARC infantry is starting to flood down here too. Let's take a look at the map to see. Artie's still up, so there's a little bit of camping going on. Artie should be up though for ARC. On the other side of the map, no contest when it comes to the Artie. Whoa, actually, wait a second here. Outpost spot has enemy near. Let's rotate back over to the Artie at the back of the field here. Enemy is spotted. Anthrax from ARC not getting very close. Athos is close though. Athos needs to make a play here. He needs to get a couple kills. Look at these transport trucks. Athos gets one kill here. Sindri jumps off. Athos with a pistol. 1v2 here. He gets one more kill. Athos with the plays with the pistol. Can he get another? Oh, it's so close, Athos. Oh, it's going to be a knife kill. It's going to be a knife fight on the back end. Raphael wins the knife fight over the Artie. I cannot believe what we just saw. Athos, though, with the pistol getting 2 kills in a 1v3. Wow. Losing the knife fight. Raphael on the backside for Artie, winning that one. Look at this innovative strategy, by the way, for defending Artie. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dead supply trucks. You got barbed wire, Belgian gates, a P4 there, and some nodes too. Artie is down for a few seconds. However, it goes back up. Athos losing the knife fight at the end there. I'm so glad we rotated to look at the Artie, honestly. I am so glad we did. That was awesome. Anywho, yeah, looking back here, you can see ARC is going for a wide flank onto the north side into the town. Looking to get behind. WN7 not making too much progress on that one. Hold the phone though. One of the 76s just gets clapped on the backside. That's going to be Turbo and Izzy Ride with a flex AT gun. Oh, this is beautiful here. Beautiful AT gun play. This is exactly what you need to do versus 76s. Now, criticism for the 76s, yes, they're not playing so tight with infantry. That's one of the things too. They're indirectly supporting the flank of infantry, but credit to where credit's due. This pack gun is in a very good spot to defeat that 76s. Now, you can see they've been there for about 5 minutes, right? So they've been lingering there, giving time for the Axis to get these AT guns up. You can even see like Stes might be getting one up. Turbo might be rotating to get a second one up for the other one. So flex AT guns is really the name of the game here in this patch. And I'm so happy to see teams utilizing them properly, because they're so OP. They're like we've all said, they're OP. At the start they sucked. They didn't do anything, but as after a patch or two, a hotfix, they've been bumped up, and now they do some work. They can get kills, especially with fuel costs for tanks, especially on the Axis side. I mean, why wouldn't you use an AT gun? They're so cheap. 76 is going to be pushing on here. Izzy Ride though has a perfect marker onto the 76. 76 is in trouble, takes the first shot, gonna need to reverse out of here, cannot see the AT gun, taking a shot from the left side too. What is that on the left side engaging it? Is that a Tiger? Yes, it is. Tiger and Pack Gun both engaging the The 76 here, and just by an inch gets out with his life. Whew, that was a dangerous trap there. Barely surviving. On fire is the 76. Tiger's out for blood though. We'll see if that Tiger goes on a rotate, possibly rotating behind here. Now there is an AT beside him. We can get over onto this high-tit Tiger. Commander is also down. He's probably been hit by some AT. I'm guessing Hornet might have been the one to throw some AT at him. Kind of a lull in the game now. It's been 3-2 since the get-go. ARC haven't had too much success. The most really success they've had right now is this moment. Being able to get so close to this midpoint. We'll see if if Hornet is going to place a satchel possibly to remove this Belgian gate. No, he's going to get clapped by the machine gun from the Tiger. AT gun going to get blown up on the right also. 76 stays up for now. However, you know, this is a big push coming here from ARC. You're going to see them try to get this main building here, this broken building, and then rotate inside the wire. However, we're a long way away from that right now, and the arty of the Axis will absolutely decimate any of these pushes. Just with the markers, watch them go down. Now, Seekstrom, not too sure what he's trying right here. He's just going to get killed by this Tiger. Yeah, Friday's like, all right, guys. We can check the map to see if Arty's up for the Allies. It should be. I don't think the recon has a peek from here. No, it looks like they're trying to flank and suppress AT on the backside before rotating up for the artillery. Arty is good to go also, and a second Tiger coming out from the Axis. Is it two Tigers? No, Tiger and a P4. Okay. Expect Arty to start landing though. We can already see the plumes of smoke as the markers come down. There is a tank or an AT gun engaging this Tiger. And down it goes. I believe that's possibly Hornet. No. Another 76. So second 76 comes out for the Allies. I like that. I wonder if they'll rotate their first one back, or did they lose their second first one? We'll see it. No, it's up still. Okay, so both 76s are up. Born Free is the AT on the other side. We'll see if any more flex AT guns pop up. Definitely looking for this push, though, to force the issue with these two 76s. Really, StDb needs to be on top of this, flexing in those AT guns again. Maybe falling them a little bit further back here. Maybe also getting some AT mines. AT mines wouldn't be a bad thing. '76 is no joke. Able to project force significantly. Now, with the loss of this broken house here, I wonder if we're going to see, well, firstly, we're going to see fighting in the trenches, of course. The arty, though, is going to come into play huge. Both 76 is fairly advanced here. One Tiger going to be available for this fight, but I'd love to see him used in a defensive role far back away, maybe peeking on the west side behind WN7, looking for a long shot from Defilade onto this 76, because if they pull the Tiger, or even the Panzer IV, especially the Panzer IV, if they pull it out, it's going to get absolutely demolished. Big line coming out. AT gun moved up all the way onto the front. This is kind of ARC's time to shine. Cap progress has started here. for ARC. You can see StDb trying to come on the backside here. This is a nice rotation. If they can get this force down on the backside of this line, they might be able to flex over, or rotate over, sorry, to WN5 after. They need to be quick to get behind the line here of ARC. Otherwise, you know, we already see this cap progress coming out. Seems like there's a second AT gun also on the backside, just hammering this front line. You can see it's marked out by the command. 2 AT guns, 2 tanks. What can the defenders use to stop this push? Well, firstly, they need to get some AT guns up on the backside. Either AT guns or satchels and close AT. Do you notice it looks like he might be going for a satchel play onto that 76 on the broken house? 76 also in a very tough spot. No, do you notice he's going for the rockets? Gets one in. 76 is extended here. No infantry support around him. Bofrost on the backside. You notice here on the front side, this one Northern 76 is in trouble right now. Jen also going to be coming in with the satchel play. 76 needs to get out of here as soon as possible. Maybe call in some artillery support, some HE around you. Sharks are circling though. Bofrost going to be looking for a shot from the backside. Another AT comes in. That's 2 or 3 ATs around. One going down, only one left to shoot. Turbo Jurgen gonna get a second shot off. His first one ricocheted. Oh, he misses his second shot. Unfortunately here for the Axis team, another AT, Lipton comes out, he gets killed, and this 76 just might make it out of here. Jan and Christian also beelining it for the tank with satchels. I think the 76 might be safe though. A misplay here from AT of, or not. 76 is stuck. Oh no, Christian might get the satchel plant down on the side. He's going for it. Spartan hops out to try and defend. Spartan gets run over by his own tank. The mad dash starts here, trying to reverse as fast as possible. Can Christian get this satchel down? Yes, he can, and it is above the track. That might just work here. That might just work. Deucin from the other side is going to go for a second satchel. It is a mad dash. It's a rat race here to get these satchels onto the 76. Oh, so unfortunate for the 76. Runs over his own dude who hops out, his own commander, hopping out to defend the tank. I think this satchel will be high enough, though, to take out this 76. Good play there by the Axis. And boom, down goes the 76, and that's a huge loss. Just overextending for a moment there leads to an onslaught of AT charging the tank. However, on the south side now, we have a push in. 76 is shoving on the south. That Northern 76 should have rotated. I don't know why he did, and joined his brethren down here, trying to force the issue. You can see one squad gets into the force on the northeast side. However, no squad leads with him yet, so no OPs to go up. Plus, lots of blueberries there from the Axis side defending. Now, Artie is dropping again. Artie is absolutely devastating here. You can see as soon as the next spawn wave comes in, immediately Artie lands and just obliterates almost everybody. 76 is going alone here though, and he's gonna have to be careful that he doesn't get rotated on by those same elements, that same AT swarm here. You got Lipton. Who else is coming in here? First on team's gonna be Lipton. Okay. He's gonna look for maybe a shot or a satchel. I don't see any AT up here, but I'm not too concerned. I'm not overly concerned here for Axis, because as we rotate out, I just noticed it. You can see the Artie there doing its work. Also, that rotation coming on the backside. You can see also Nova's Born Free. With that 76 and the infantry going down, the broken house is being lost for ARC, and it's really only a matter of time, especially if these rotations into the side of the push keep on coming in. There's no way ARC's going to be able to push west into point. So really good defensive rotation here from StDb. 76 is alone on point, gonna have to be worried. I'm worried if I'm the 76. He needs to get out of here. Lipton's rotating here. It's only a matter of time. Bombing run actually gonna drop 2 onto the point. Ooh. Gonna have to check the map quickly to see who that was. So that's a defensive bombing run coming in. Really not needed. Honestly, infantry did the job. Of course, that's called a little bit before it drops. And Artie is just hammering everybody pushing. 76 is going to be in a lot of trouble if he cannot get out of here. Clenchy also there with the satchel. I'm surprised there hasn't been more AT rotating onto this. They went after the northern 76 like a bunch of sharks smelling water, smelling blood and water. Still not able to make it out of this trench. Also on the attack here. Are gonna have to switch up their strat. They need to get some more people and bodies onto the back artillery. Otherwise, they're gonna get absolutely destroyed. StDb here already is putting in work. And I wonder if we can see, you know, guys, think about that half-track play. And think about if both of those 76s had rotated to the south and brought a half-track up right to that kilo marker there, the defense marker. That would have gone live. There was no blueberries there, especially when the 76 smashed the forces inside. It's so important. I know the fuel cost, you have to share the fuel cost with the 76s as we see another one come out onto the field, the second one. However, as we're rotating to this backside here, looking at the point, we're seeing a lot of blue bodies. Genosi, Norland, Shade's a little far off point. I would love to see the first guys to point being squad leads. You can see Olu there too. A little bit of pressure coming on defense. We're going to see kind of for the first time how this ARC defense deals with this close pressure. Now they did have a decent wide defense earlier and were able to push StDb off the outside of point, but I meant Genosi's there, Olu's there, Norland, you got a rotation coming in with Cheez-Its from SGC and Chocolate. And this is going to really put the strain on the defenses here. As you can see, just a little bit of cap progress starting off for the Axis. Ooh, big redeploy in the north is going to put even more pressure on Shade, getting his squad deployed up there. You're going to have Reven Stark pushing on the back line here. We're going to need to see some rotations real quick from the defenders if they want to hold on to their strong point on WN5. I mean, I think Visario is just outside. Airhead coming down off of this. I love this airhead right here. I absolutely love this airhead. However, Big L Cheez-Its, you need to defend the backside of it too. You can't just go to the strong point and ignore the back, because QQ is coming in. Tashi is also coming in. Yeah, Norland falling back here to defend the backside. I like this play a lot. Now, a lot of airheads will see them dropped alone. I don't think that's the best way to use them. Having a squad there already to defend that is so key. So I really love this play from StDb. Now, can Big L hold it? Yes. QQ and Tashi both get dropped. I'm surprised not to see them dropping a OP. We'll see if they did to get some defensive rotations onto that that threat there from the airhead, but it's looking very, very bad. And wow, big spawn wave comes in from StDb. This could be the moment where it goes 4-1 here, as there's just a ton of blue bodies. Now, can they get to that middle house? No. Looks like ARC's going to be able to get there first. Roy needs some more people in his squad, though. He's going to need to get some MGs out onto the field of play, because if StDb can get into all these trenches here, it's going to be so hard to remove them. About 50% cap progress right now. StDb have a ton of bodies off of really nice airhead. Olu getting a rotation in on his squad, getting that OP out, getting an airhead off of that play and that control, and now looking to take this 4-1 here. What can the defenders do? Well, they bring up a Greyhound. Gonna have to be very careful, of course. That Greyhound is a one shot by AT. So he has to play very safe here. I don't think he can get a shot off onto the airhead. Maybe. Looks like he might be able to. No, just not able to range it. Another spawn wave comes in from StDb. 70% cap progress here. Finally gets the airhead with a shot. But are there enough bodies on point? I don't know. Squad leaders are going to need to have those OPs out. Ooh, this Greyhound's doing a ton of work, and cap progress has been stopped here with the respawns from ARC. Now it increases again. Oh, it's going to be so close here. It's going to be so close. Can StDb hold on and take this one 4-1? That would be absolutely devastating for ARC. 26 minutes ago, it's looking like they will. Cap progress only stopped momentarily there, and it just about will be. There it is, 4-1 on this one. StDb finally take the point of WN5, and now what can they do? The next point is very close here. It's just Red Roof House. Big redeploy into the middle and possibly a rotation onto the backside. Let's check the map here. as we can see 76 running for his life from Doorland with the AT satchel. Uh-oh, no, wrong time to turn here. 76, and the satchel goes down, and that is a very good satchel here. 3-man tank here from the 76 is going to go down unless they do something about this immediately. They have to respond to this satchel placement. Really the worst time to turn around, you could think, right given the opportunity for Doorland to place that satchel down. And this 76, I think, it's living on borrowed time. They have no clue about the satchel. Really unfortunate there. Commander not able to spot it out. Now, hopefully he doesn't go near too many people. No, there he goes. Satchel goes down, and down goes the 76, and the allies are going to have a huge fuel problem right here. Respawns coming in from the HQ. You can see them all respawning in there. Rebel Snow getting an important kill here on that scout sniper. Oh my god, how brutal would that have to be, trying to cross the beach with this guy in a pillbox sniping you. So still looking a little shaky here. I mean, you got Doctor, you got Johannes close to point. Doctor's going to get some squad rotations in. Expect a 6+1 here, not too soon. What else is there though? I think ARC is okay for now. Yeah, not a quick 1-2 here. ARC definitely all right for now. We'll see what Doctor can get going here on the backside. Can he get that garrison immediately? Can he get a few kills here? Because that's going to be real important. Crushes an OP. All right, good start for Doctor here. Peeking the wall. Gonna be looking for kills. No, he gets clapped by QQ off the start. However, rotations come in. Only 3 in the rotation so far. Would love to see 5 come in on this squad. However, 2 kills right off the bat there. A 1-for-2 trade, definitely worth. Bofrost, Fight Force, both trying to push in now. Visor gets a good spot with that machine gun in the window, takes out Fight Force and Bofrost. So Visor getting some elevation there, able to shoot over the wall. However, now he has to face a Lux who's absolutely hammering that building. Lux needs to look to the right a little bit. He's not hitting the right windows. Does enough though to dissuade Visor from peeking again. Doctor, second time's the charm, gonna try to push into Red Roof House. Unfortunately though, Visor rotates and gets them both again. So nice defensive play here by Visor. Shade on the other side now with a Gary up. Ooh, this is a huge problem here. Christian gonna get the first kill there on point. He drops himself, so a trade, a 1-for-1. Now this Gary is a huge problem. Another OP goes down. Why is the OP placement so close to the wall there? You can see that's 2 OPs down on the front line here. ARC needs to get wide on this point and push out this defensive perimeter if they want to hold on to it for long. A lot of pressure coming here on the west side. You can see the Gary on the backside here. There also is a 76 up 2. What can StDb do about this 76? Because that's, or sorry, 75. Yeah, no fuel for the 76 for sure. Christian is going to try to rotate and get a satchel off. Turbo might be thinking about an AT gun on the backside too. I don't see any supplies beside him for it. But we've seen him build quite a few AT guns, so we'll keep an eye on him. 75 though, gotta watch out. Christian coming for the satchel. Is this a 2-man? No, it's a 3-man. What's the commander looking at? There he goes. Commander hops out. Satchel goes down, gets the kill. Satchel gets placed, and Tokugawa, I think, is going to be able to defuse this one. Yeah, nice play from the commander there. Heads up play. Need to, as a commander, be aware of your surroundings. Nice play there though by Tokugawa. Defuses a satchel. Still dire straits here for the allies. They are getting pushed very hard, very hard indeed. 2 squads at least right now deploying on the front of the point. Was that a rocket, Artie? Was somebody doing some kind of crazy rocket shooting? I think it was. Did it kill somebody on the Artie back here? Yes. Who's doing rocket, Artie? Who is it? Oh, you got another one? No, that was the second one, so he doesn't have any more rockets. Oh, I really wanted to catch that. Essentially what rocket Artie is somebody from downtown shooting in a specific pixel to where it hits the AT Artie on the backside. That's pretty cool. We didn't catch who was doing that shooting. Well, we can see for now at least that the allies are holding on, and QQ actually, getting killed there by Avixie, Axe Vixie. Not able to get Gary down. You can see respawn still coming in. Izzy Ride going to go for the satchel on the left side. Gary's still up on the backside here. Not enough pressure for the 5-0 just yet. Big L with the flank, and actually hold the phone because there is a tank firing right onto this 75. Was that Jurgen with the shot? Not too sure where it came out. We can check the map really quick for it. So there's definitely a tank on the left side here. Not a tank where it's marked on the map. That's an active tank marker anyways. Gonna rotate down the hill a little bit. 75 doesn't want to get picked off from range. That's not a bad play. Now, I'd love to see him push this Gary because it's definitely marked. QQ's marked it already. He's keen on it. Grenades going off, getting a few kills on point here, and a good defensive play here. Zarkin's going to be on the Gary. 75 is going to be on the Gary. Gary going to be cleared potentially. Should be. However, ARC is making progress, so as soon as this Gary goes down, we're going to rotate back to the last point here to see if ARC can take this one back 3-2. Respawn's coming on the north side for StDb and behind the point to the east. However, ARC have successfully pushed inside the trenches in the north and onto the broken house here. Nakin very close to. Already doing a good job here of, oh my god, obliterating the Axis squads. Absolutely obliterating them. Where is the pressure onto Argy from Axis team? They need to keep it up. Otherwise, they're going to get pushed off this point. You can see not there, not really there either. Shari not in a position to shoot onto Arty. I think most of the focus is over Red Roof House, and that's not going to help when the forces here on the defense. They're getting smashed by artillery. Oh, it is brutal here on the backside. Absolutely brutal. 2 guns firing. You can hear them firing in the distance. And allied artillery is doing work here on WN5, trying to help with 18 minutes to go. ARC take back this one, go back to 3-2, and get back into this game. Now it's going to be so hard. You'd have to think here that the Axis will rotate and do something about this already. I mean, there's tanks firing on point, and that's great and all. I believe we have 2 Tigers coming up. Sorry, that is a P4, not a Tiger. Decent spot also for these respawns, but I think Ragnar, Kleinchi, and Nils here gonna have, you can see 1 or 2 tank rounds go in, some nades go off, and that full squad is reduced to 1 man there. Chang is all that's left in the middle, and cap progress is dropping. I like Nakin's position here. It looks like he only has 1 guy in his squad. I'd like to see some rotations there. That's a good spot to defend the point. It's on the strong point. You can push out the trench network there and really control the strong point. But it's only him for now spawning. I think the whole other squad. There we go. There's the second one. The whole other squad's getting overrun here in the field. Now, not the best position to be in. Baron gonna spawn back in, and there really is a chance here for ARC to make this work. They need to get some more machine guns up on the backside and maybe occupy some of these flanking trenches here. I mean, there is a 76 too, so the P4 needs to be careful. 76 should be able to hold this flank, but Ragnar and Nils looking very aggressive. You're going to see maybe an outpost or 2 going up on the flank here, and then just a never-ending stream into point. But for now, at least, more cap progress here for ARC. Coming back into this one on the 4th point. 16 minutes to go. Still enough time to win this game. I mean, you only need 2 minutes to cap. And they haven't used a ton of assets to take this one back. Really, fuel being the main one. As you can see, that P4 going down on the backside. 76 pulls up and puts down the light medium tank. I'll call it a light medium because it really is. Speaking of assets being used, big bombing run coming in. That is going to be an allied bombing run. You can see Axis reinforcing, trying to hold on to this one desperately. But that bombing run just leaves bodies in the field. Nice bombing run from the allies. They aren't going to have that to push the midpoint. They're that's something we have to be cognizant of. They will have it maybe at the end of the game for one last push, but certainly not for quite a while after this. Cap progress continues over 50% here, and we could be close to going back to a 3-2. ARC coming back into this game. Oh no, just as we say that, it's stalling. Axis reinforcements getting into the strong point here. Oh no, on the north side also a fierce fight here in the trench. Genosi getting a kill. Doctor overrunning Perday's OP in the trenches. Important fight on the north side. Perday needs to stay alive. However, he is absolutely surrounded here. Gets one kill. Rotates back to the other side. Gets a second kill. Is going to get knifed by Genosi. Oh man, Perday does everything he can. Runs out of bullets at the last end though. And I think this might be it here for ARC on the point. Flank comes in from the north side, pushing in the open, cutting off reinforcements onto the strong point. And with 14 minutes to go, I think it's going to say 4-1 here for StDb, German team, with a nice, again, rotation on the north and a flank to put an end to that cap progress. You can see, I mean, it is still going up. But Novers clears out the Broken House. Undalux clears out 2 in the trench. Now all that's left is the spawn from on the south side here from Macon. He finally did get those rotations into his squad. Undalux is pushing. He crushes the OP. What a play from Undalux there. Macon is alive, so we will be able to put down a new one, but he might be on a timer here. However, it's not enough. It's not enough. There are too many allied bodies in sector. Axis need to get some more boys into sector right here. Penny needs to drop an OP. Every available body needs to get in the strong point right now, or they're going to lose it. Wow, ARC, even with that crazy rotation and push from the north, are going to take back their point, and it's going to go back to 3-2. Wow, I did not expect that after that rotation. Wow, 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 wow. Nice play here. Clutch play. And it all comes down to Nakin and his 1 OP on the south side on WN5. Really nice positioning from that. And let's see if this means that ARC are back into the game. They're already bringing in a tank on the south side. This push hasn't worked out well for them twice in a row. We're going to see if they can make it work the third time. It's going to be a 76 flavor tank. 76 flavors of tank with a massive muzzle brake. There is still the threat. I mean, there was a lot of bodies dropping with that explosion there from the blue boys. Still a threat though. However, we got to rotate to the midpoint. We might have a cap race here. Look at all these orange bodies running down. Now this is going to be sector cap progress. No, there is what seems like a Gary or possibly an Airhead on the backside here. Now Doctor is going to go to work. There's a sickness on the backside and he has the cure. He's going to try to drop as many bodies as he can from this backside. Big redeploy also on the backside from StDp. Oh, and just unfortunately here, not enough bodies, and they're not close enough to point here to make a dent. You can see cap progress is falling. I got really excited for a second there. Doctor cleans up though on the backside. Talion, Kel, Zeekstrom, Mataj, and Perday are going to try to force the issue from the back, but look at all the redeploys now. It's going to be really up to QQ and his squad on the north side to quickly rotate. All these StDb guys are focused on the back, on the northwest and the west side. It's going to be really up to some killers here to get some good double and triple kills here from ARC if they want to put this pressure and continue it, because their point is dropping fast on the backside. Now, if we rotate back over, cap progress has been halted for now. Let's take a double. Let's do a double take here. Yeah, look at this. All StDb. They've rotated back in. There's a lone 76 that is about to get satcheled. No, 76s cannot be getting satcheled like this. Takugawa, apologies, spawning and gets destroyed by Artie, and I think that was the last chance for him to defuse that satchel. Satchel's gonna be going down. CPEX is gonna try. Oh, can he do it? He does. He misses it. He misses the satchel. Finds it finally. It's right there, buddy. Oh, I don't know if he's gonna have enough time to defuse. No, goodbye. 76 goes down, and that is so much wasted fuel here for the allies. on WN5. Now look at the respawns coming out. As soon as the respawns come in, cap progress just shoots up again, and this might be a quick 4-1 again here for the Axis team. ARC just could not push StDb off of the point. They get the rallies down, and I counted at least 2 or 3 rallies, or sorry, I keep calling them rallies, outposts. Jeez, outposts on point, 2 or 3. That's going to spell trouble, especially when they're inside your strong point. Unfortunately there for ARC, there is a little cap progress. They're still trying to push so hard on the backside, but with StDb already at 50%, you have to favor them for a 4-1 again. Or at least a big rotation to the defense here to secure their backside. I mean, the progress is growing for both teams, but StDB still about 20% ahead. Throwing in a Puma also on the front side here to try and hold this. If it keeps going the way it is now, it will be a 4-1 again. I see maybe 1 OP. Oh no, it's a Gary. Apologies, on the bottom of your screen here. Now Blueberry's really close. It's about a 1v3 for this Gary. Skaloo gets dropped. Blueberry's had no idea about that. Props to whoever on the north side saw him. Bibix gets dropped too. Okay, one more Dark Pit. Dark Pit's not looking. Bibix crushes the OP and finds the Gary. Okay. Hey, it's a Gary. And with that, I think it is going to be back to 4-1. Or no, cap progress is stopped. Garrison goes down in the south though. Surely this cap progress is going to continue here. It stopped again. Oh my god, ARC defense from the backside collapsing here on StDB. Can they do enough to stop the cap? Can they do it? It's so close. 98%, 99. Oh my gosh, it is so close here. Everyone died though for StDB. Not StDB, sorry, ARC. And yes, StDB is going to take it back 4-1. Wow. Crazy end here to this match with 8 minutes to go. StDB goes back to 4-1 on the game. I just can't believe it. It was so close. I thought for a moment there ARC might have been able to hold that, but losing that Gary on the south was kind of the pin in the coffin for them. Now, what can ARC do? 8 minutes to go. Theoretically, still enough time to win this game, but they're going to have to do it in less than half of the time left. Have to start cap progress before 4 minutes. I mean, if they're already in domination of both points, yes, ideally 4:05 is the magic number for starting cap progress before they have no chance. Don't count them out though. You can see Nakin on the back there. Nakin has a knack of being in the right place at the right time. Now, can they take out this Puma? That's going to be step 1. Getting spawns and OPs on point. That's going to be step 2 here. And it's doable. I don't see a lot spawning in. Frankly, I don't see anybody spawning in for you from the Axis side. Now, if Novers goes down, yep, there it is. Kiblis drops Novers. Shade and Bjorn are the last ones. Bjorn needs to get a OP up here, but he's only recon. He's only recon, so can he get a Gary up possibly? And I honestly think this is going to go back to 3-2 here fairly fast. Bjorn's the only one alive, unless there's supplies here on point. No, there's not. Bjorn drops there. There's a Gary on the north side, but that's out of sector here. And look at the good positioning of ARC here to deal with this Gary. Very wide. There's 3 or 4 guys, Maelstrom, Selenik, Dark Pit, and QQ. And this 76 is rotating also to the north. If the 76 can get on this Gary, it'll be their point. It'll be back to 3-2 right again. Now, I don't know if he's going to continue rotating or if he needs to. It looks like Dark Pit and Selenik have a good position here to kill anybody who spawns in, and Selenik's going to whip out that bazooka, and that Gary's going to go bye-bye. Nice shot there from downtown. Selenik taken out. No! Oh, come on, man. It's a shooting gallery in the field. That's so frustrating. If a Gary or an outpost gets taken out, it doesn't matter. Spawn should be canceled. Hashtag, this is my soapbox. If it's gone, I don't care if the spawns are locked in. RD drops anyways after. They all die. That was a beautiful shot to take it out. And it's so hard for a competitive game to have spawns be allowed to happen after an asset is taken out. When seconds are in the balance here, it should never be locked in with seconds to go. You shouldn't be able to spawn 30 people after something's being destroyed. You know, it should cancel the spawns. Hashtag cancel the spawns. I'm sorry. That's the fourth or fifth time that's happened. And that could have, unless there was enough people there to deal with those kills, and unless the arty was dropping, imagine if that was inside cap progress and stopped the game. And this was like a final or something. I would have lost my mind, man. I kind of did already. Anyways, I'm going to get off my soapbox there. Good arty and good defensive rotations to deal with that Gary. And that's back to 3-2. I mean, StDb did well to take back the point, but they just couldn't reinforce it with a Gary close enough. They didn't have enough OPs on the point to reinforce the point, and they just drop it immediately almost after taking it back again. Now, can ARC use this momentum? 5 minutes to go, 3 minutes to start cap progress here. What do ARC have? We saw another bombing run. Are we going to see an airhead play with a bombing run? With artillery? Oh my God, how awesome would that be to end the game? It's going to be hard though. I don't see a lot on point here. I would love to see a rotation to half tracks to attack. I think that's one way you're going to get through the wire here as we look a wide view. Ooh, but there is a Tiger coming in to end this one out. So WN7 is going to have a Tiger reinforcing on the back. We got 2 garrisons, 2 in sector at least, with the north and the south, and then 2 behind the sector here. There is a marked tank on the north side. What is a tank doing alone up here? No way. No, I think someone's just having a laugh. No tank there. ARC do have a 76 pushing through the field though on the north side. Now last time it did this, it got stuck and it got satcheled. So we'll have to see if it has better luck this time. Not gonna be a 76 this time also. This really is the only way to push point successfully. Like one of the two, you can shove it through the field, but I mean, Artie has been so strong here for the Axis all day that this is the only way to point from the front with, you know, trench system bunkers where you can really hide, you know, if the shot doesn't land in the trench. Would love to see, instead of like one middle trench in an open area, I'd love to see 2 trenches and maybe a trench that extends on the south side. Second 76 or second tank, sorry. Odd seeing him facing the wrong way here. Again, no infantry to support though. No infantry at all here for ARC. Trying to do it alone as tanks is going to be hard. You can see rotations from Genosi, Turbo, Jurgen. Already right here, Genosi's going to be hopping up and maybe going for a satchel play. 76 trying to do it all by himself, but we need to play as a team. This is hella loose. This isn't World of Tanks. They won't be able to do it alone. And I don't know where this driver's going. He just puts himself in a hole and they lose the tank almost instantly. I don't, this isn't League of Legends, but that looked kind of like an int on the tank. Don't quite know what was going on there. With 2 minutes to go though, cap progress needs to start happening with 37 seconds for a chance of ARC to take this one back. They did really well to take their 4th point back. Just not able to get an attack together that worked for WN7. And you know what? WN7 is the hard point. I mean, if this was Chapel, I think ARC would have had a chance to take it back. And speaking of sending all your tanks to point, Takugawa gonna get another kill onto AT. Blueberry is also there. Tanks trying to do it alone and getting a huge kill on the back, killing everybody, respawning on the Gary on the backside. Now there isn't enough time to cap though. Bombing run comes in. There's not enough time for an airhead or a bombing run to make this work. It's 152 left and cap progress hasn't started. So you know what? StDb is gonna take this one. ARC drops the game 3-2 here. Turbo Jurgen with an AT gun up for a courtyard fight with this, what is this, the 76? Or is this a, yeah, it's a 75 here. Just an absolute crazy game down to the last minute, really, it has to be said. GG both to StDb. I think they're the the bullshit stormtroopers, or the stormtrooper bullshit or something. I have to check my chat. I think that's what one of their members said. Stormtroop Donner Balkan. Let me check Big O, what he said to me. Their name was. But yeah, good game to both teams. It's Stormtroop Shithouse. StDb, if you were wondering what their name meant for all the English and non-German speakers out there, they're the Stormtroop Shithouse. I love that. Oh man. Anyways, ARC doing trying their best. You know, of course we have to say WN7 does favor the Axis, especially at the start of the game. It's a 3-2 win. It's all about making that first push stick. You can see a bunch of ARC trying to push in now through the field, but with an AT gun there, with a machine gunner there, and with 26 seconds to go, not too much they're going to be able to do. GG guys, well played. Thank you so much for inviting me to cast this one. Thank you so much to everyone for coming out for the interviews and allowing me this opportunity to cast this awesome competitive match. And I look forward to talking with the commanders and the leaders of both clans after this one when we return. Looks like Shay didn't quite get the satchel there at the end. This one's going to end 3-2 in a victory here for StDb over ARC. Let's check some of the scores, starting off with the commander, Logical Lee with the W, Reven Stark with a score, squad score 500, 1300 for Heighted Smoker, 364 for Penny, Big L with 676, 2.3k for Mars Mike, Olu with 2.3k, 3.2k from the StDB tank, their big score from them, 615 from Untalented, Bjorn with 455, 1200 from Gorker. Oh, we're gonna get some points here. We'll continue with the scores, and then we will be back with some interviews of the commanders of both teams too, guys. Whew, what a game. What a game. All right, a Doctor with 1.9k. We saw them a lot this game. Ghost Kid 832, 642 for Sindri, 269, 382 for Undeluxe. Lipton with 634 on the ARC side. Crow M taking the loss today, 3-2. Did a really good job on defense, though. They had a really solid defense the whole game. Phallus the Titan, 1.1k, 455 for Sam. Blee Hat. 232, what a name. Zero with 1k from his squad, 1.7k from Talion there. I think we'll be talking to him after. QQ with 1.2k, really good on defense there, collapsing onto StDB. Prade with 2.1k there. 617 for Roy. Tracer with 1.5k. Tishi with 660, 1.2k. Holy smokes, that's a massive combat score there from, I believe, the gunner of the tank. Ooh. All right, well, it flipped before we could get through the rest of the scores. That's okay. Yeah, guys. What a game. Let's see if we can get in touch with possibly one of the commanders here. I know Logical Lee talked to us before the game. I think we will talk to him again, and then we'll see if we can't reach out to the... I don't believe we're going to get to talk to the commander of the Allies, but I believe we'll get to talk to maybe the commander and a translator to translate French for us here. Let's see if they're ready to go. Logical Lee. Okay, he's ready to go. All right, guys, so this is going to be Logical Lee, of course, the commander of the Allies here. Hop on camera. Lee, you there, buddy? Oh, he is there. Okay. So let's just, there we go. You can see him. We'll, oh, yeah, perfect. All right, guys. Welcome and congratulations, Mr. Logical Lee. That was a intense game of Hell Let Loose, was it not?
Yeah.
Holy.
Yeah, it was. It really was. So GG also to ARC. Sadly, seems like no one of them can join the call. Probably seems like. But
we'll talk to them after. We'll talk to the commander after from ARC. Just if you want to walk us through that game, how did it look from the start? Starting off on the rollout, you guys went 3-2, and then just continue on through the game from your perspective as a commander.
Yeah, I think we had a little rough start. I think one truck missed his route a little bit, and we had some technical difficulties by some players, so it got a little bit confusing. And I mean, it was okay. It worked, but it could have been better. So yeah, I expected WN7 to get catch up more likely for us. Don't know if we could manage to shoot out the one truck. Um, but yeah, I think the start was okay. It was decent. We got the point, and from then on, they immediately built up their defense line along the coast
Mm.
with packs, AT guns, I mean,
Yeah.
and it was for our tanks. It wasn't that much of fun. I mean, we only had 2 tank crews for today because
Mhm.
most of our tank players sadly couldn't make it for today. We had to take hated
Yeah.
hate HTD some guys to fill in the slots. Um, and to give us one tank of their one tank crew. So yeah, they had a really rough time. They couldn't get near WN7 or more like near WN5 probably would be the better. Because the coastline
Yeah.
they immediately built up
AT
80
guns,
gun. The
76 is
tanks,
peaking. It
yeah,
was just
yeah,
a
yeah,
cluster
madness,
of
madness.
everything.
Yeah. And then yeah, it was a lot of grinding throughout the most game. And probably then we managed to capture it with a airhead and some people inside who went around, and one of them I think got directly through,
Mm.
and which was really lucky for us. But then we sadly lost it because they were immediately making a lot of pressure to recapture it, and uh, again our tanks couldn't get through.
Yeah.
I think if we managed to get them to the point, we may have could have defended it better, but they were really quick in recapturing, and yeah, so sadly we lost them the 4th point.
Mm.
And from there on, they tried, I think I would say like 2 times to push in together combined arms with the tanks and infantry frontal, and yeah, at the end, in the last minutes, they were was pretty close, but
Mm.
I think we could have managed that in the long run. But yeah, it was a yeah. I can only say again, the French teams know how to defend and
Yeah.
to get
We could see
AT
that. Yeah.
guns
Yeah.
and tanks working. It's really impressive.
It looked like you're already too. We got a really
Mm.
funny play there. There was a knife fight. One of your recons got into a knife fight because they both ran out of bullets on the arty there. He ended up losing, but their
Ah,
arty was just absolutely killing. Your arty, sorry, was
yeah,
just absolutely killing them. Uh,
yeah,
they did a huge job today. ARC tried to push 2 or 3 times on the south
yeah,
side to the point, but
yeah.
you're every time you
Okay.
already shut them down. Even at the start, oh
Mm.
my god, it was brutal. I don't know how many kills they
Yeah.
got at the end of that one, but it must have been like in
Um,
the hundreds.
I can tell you exactly because I got the stats to scroll. So one of our guys, Sindri, shot off to him, 73 kills,
Wow. Okay.
and we had multiple, so it's kind of goes to different people.
Mhm.
Let me see if I can find another one on the quickly. I think Ghost Kid has 43. So yeah, then I think one else, but I can't find him right now. But yeah, around our RT got at more over 100 kills. Yeah,
No, for sure.
it's good. It's good. Mm.
Was there any time you thought you might have lost the mid there? Did you feel the pressure super hard? You looked pretty comfortable
Yeah, yeah.
from where I was looking.
Yeah, I think the last minute I was a little bit scared when
Okay.
the tanks got there. There was like, oh no, no, our Gani was or garrison in the hard cap was red, and
Yeah. They sent 2 tanks
it's
alone though. There was no infantry
yeah,
support. So
yeah,
one thing I was thinking if I'm ever commanding allies on that, what I'm probably going to do is use half tracks to transport through the barbed wire because I noticed you guys put Belgian gate to stop infantry from coming through the gap. But
yeah,
I'm wondering why people don't start using the half tracks as a transport to get squad leaders inside, and then maybe with the tanks and that push at the
yeah,
start. I would say maybe flex a Stuart and a 75, some things that aren't too bad to lose instead of having both and keeping like a 76 in reverse in reserve, and then sending like a half track in with squad leaders and then getting OPs up inside the cap and then just having the Steward go crazy until he dies, shelling stuff, and the 75-2 protecting the half track. I don't know, but it seems like it's so hard for the allies to push, because if they try to get outside the wire with OPs or even inside the field, they just get artied to death, and there's nothing they can really do.
Yeah, we try to immediately mark the spots, and our artillery did well this time. We had for last games we had a lot of problems with defending our own RT, so we had always.
I saw what you guys did today to defend it.
Now it worked. Yeah,
with the supply truck, with the transport trucks, there was like 6 blown up in a line there.
Yeah. Probably.
Oh, that was funny to see. Yeah.
But it worked this time, and we are glad that it could have that they now managed to do what they should do, and which gave us a more even game, because if we didn't have the artillery this time, I think it would have looked a lot different.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So
and also WN7 too at the bottom there. If you had had the chapel or something, I think it would have been much harder to hold it. Obviously, was there a point where you thought you could get the 5-0 there? I know you guys were really close.
Of course. At the moment we kept WN5 the first time. I thought, great, now all their spawns are gone, and we have already guys walking through a house with the red roof. Was it right? And I thought maybe we could make a quick one. But they were quick to defend, I suppose. So
they weren't super fast to defend. One thing I noticed is that they did have a 75 up, and there wasn't like you guys did a really good job of the AT guns. Like, yeah, they had AT guns, but you guys had, especially in the opening half of the game, you had like 4 or 5 AT guns. A lot of good kills on 76s, it has to be said. One thing you guys didn't have though were those AT guns there to deal with that 75. That's the thing that finally pushed your Gary and took it out. Another thing is, I felt like there was only 2 squads really attacking. It didn't seem like you had more than 12 at once attacking. Was that because of the pressure they were putting on their last point on the 4th point? When you were attacking Red Roof House.
When we were because of that,
you didn't have the numbers to push up and.
Yeah, we had one defense squad which was moving from WN7 in the they were walking the south the map border to get the enemies away who were still on a WN7 maybe, and try to get a backstab on us in WN5. So we had them moving from WN7 in the south aus WN5. We had I think around 2-ish squads around the hard cap, and 2 on the attack. Yes, to try maybe we could have get a more rushy situation on Red Roof, but they immediately got a lot of pressure on us on the south of WN5 first, and then our north side of WN5 broke in 2, so then it was lost. So we couldn't quite handle this pressure that quickly, and get our multiple garrison in a good position to get them around from another angle to counter their attack. But it is what it is. I'm still glad we could manage to capture WN5 for 2 times actually.
Yeah. I have to say, on that first cap, it was really nice. One thing I loved about that cap was the use of the airhead. Too many times you see an airhead by itself, nobody there, just thrown on the other side of the point with no hope of whatever. But I loved how you used it with a squad. There was already a squad there. They're able to defend it, and they fell back and defended the airhead. You got the spawns in. Now a Greyhound did come and destroy it after not too long, but still at that point you guys had already taken the point. So I love to see that. I was saying in stream, like, this is beautiful. I wish more commanders. I was like, you see this? Do this, commanders. Don't just drop the airheads. Reinforce it with infantry. So that was nice to see. You took the point back nicely. However, I guess you couldn't get. You did have a garrison, but it was a little too far away from the point, and you didn't. You didn't get the
radius near. Was kind of tricky because we couldn't get another garrison which was covered and close to the hard cap, and so they. Then the artillery, of course, of them was really good. They, of course, quickly
Yeah,
recognized
yeah.
that they were spawning on one point, most of our guys,
Hmm.
and yeah, we just couldn't spread out quickly
I,
enough.
I was
But
actually yelling at the game when that happened. So what happened is they killed your garrison with a rocket before the artillery
oh
hit
yeah,
and killed the people. But the spawn came in about a second and a half after the garrison was down. And that is one of the things I hate the most is in a competitive setting, when you kill something, I was yelling and saying, this should cancel the spawns. People, if something is
yes,
destroyed, there shouldn't be,
yeah,
because I was saying, like, if that garrison was on the hard cam, you would have potentially taken back the point with 30 people spawning there. And in a competitive setting, how can something that's destroyed spawn anybody
yeah.
in? So I was ranting, excuse me there. Sorry for the people at home watching me ranting, but
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
yeah, it's just a hard place, to defend when you have those open spaces. And even if,
yeah,
I mean, their artillery was
yeah.
on it already too. So yeah.
W and 5 is also is a some a little bit difficult point because they can put some garrison in the nearby yeah, beach side, and it's on our red zone, but it's
Yeah.
at their blue zone. So it's because the hard cap is so close to the next point, which
Mhm.
is there, and it's so you can defend really quickly if
And
we
credit
could
to
have
them.
probably could
So
have
yeah.
managed if we had one squad more at the top beach, the dunes,
Mhm.
dunes. Around the
Yeah,
big
yeah, yeah.
sand
The dudes. That's right. You're right.
dunes, and maybe have cleared the backup garrisons they
Yeah.
probably had around there.
But
But still,
both of you guys were
yeah,
really
and
good defending, though. We saw their
yeah,
defense, and this is
yeah,
something you see with the best teams. They defend in a 360-degree angle. It's not just about their side of the map. So they were getting behind you guys to come back behind the garrisons, and that's really what you need to do. We saw it with you guys too, pushing north and then collapsing behind them on their south push. When it happened, you were able to kill the infantry on the line there and break up that push. But it was defended really well from both sides, though, I have to say. And congratulations, of course, to you two to the win. Is there anything finally here you want to give a shout out to? Maybe your guys in German. You want to say hi to some people, or your girlfriend, or I don't know who, anybody out
of course,
there?
my girlfriend waiting for me right now. So,
Okay. Any of the
but
boys on your team you want to shout out in German?
of
And
course, a lot of congrats to Sindri, who is our main arty guy and who had so many hard games with no one defending, and then we did more and more on the RT defense, and so now he had his game this time,
mm,
and I think I'm really happy for him. And also to our recruits who played the first time today, or maybe the second, third time, to get an experience in how a competitive, organized, highly um, challenging match can look
yeah.
like. And yeah, so and of course every one of my team, and also to ARC for the good game. It was a it was really intense. It was a lot of fun.
No, for sure. I had a lot of fun doing it, casting it. I was sweating at the end there. I didn't. If the tanks had just had infantry, ooh, that would have got really spicy. Especially with one of your defensive redeploys right at the end. The tank got. I think if the tanks had have combined their push with their garrison or airhead spawn at the end there, that might have been a little better. But the tanks seemed to just kind
Yeah,
of go in alone at the wrong timing. But hey, that happens sometimes in competitive Hello Loose. Firstly, I just want to thank you for being so kind as to come on and talk with us here
no problem. Gladly.
in chat, and also for inviting me to cast your guys' game. It was awesome. I love to
Yeah.
cast games whenever I can get a chance to. So yeah, thank
Yeah,
you.
we love your casts too. It's always a lot of fun, and we will definitely hit you up if we have any more where we have no streamer right now. So yeah,
Awesome.
thanks a lot.
Well, thank you for joining us. Of course, 3-2 win here on Utah Beach. Logical Lee from the Axis side, of course, from StDb. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Yeah. Oh, I transferred a little too soon. No worries, buddy. Thank you so much. All right, we're gonna talk to next. We are gonna get who are we gonna get in here? Well, we're gonna get Talion. All right, let's see if he's ready to go. We'll get him in here and talk to him. Of course, he is one of the members of ARC. Crow, I don't believe we're able to get him on, but Talion will be here to talk to us. And yeah, tell us how that went from his side. Maybe give us a little insight into the match for his boys. So let's see here. We're calling him right now on the Discords. Don't know if he'll have a cam like Lee, but we'll see. And that was nice to hear, though, from Logical Lee too. Really nice when you get an insight into the commander and how they see the game going on their side. Oh, there we go, Talion. What's up, buddy? You wanna hop on camera, or are we gonna stay?
Yes, I would like just to jump on my cell phone just for my
Okay.
camera.
No worries.
I need just to switch off the connection, and I come back with my phone. All right?
Sounds good.
Okay, good.
All right, so it'll just be 1 sec. Yeah, guys, tell us in chat what the favorite moment from that game was. We got a lot of cool moments. I think my favorite moment was the knife fight on the Artie. That was awesome. You know, the pistol kills, like 2 or 3 pistol kills, and the knife fight, that was pretty cool. Here, it looks like, there we go. All right.
All right, good.
Perfect. All right, transition here. We got Talion from ARC. How's it going, buddy? GG. A little unfortunate about that result, but still a really good game from both sides for sure.
Yeah, really hard games. That's so I would like to say GG to the StDb and also other teams that would participate on this friendly match. That's really appreciate. Really hard game for sure.
No, what did you notice about that game that just made it so difficult to firstly take the midpoint and then fight them off on the backside? I mean, you guys did do a good job at that. You took point back the point. I can't speak. I've been talking for 2 hours here. You took back the point really well. You know, what was the challenging part of that game for you, though?
The first thing is that we have completely lost our start. We're missing everything because we have a lack of transport truck on the north. So at the beginning, we have a lot of lack of pressure on the mid cap. So that's why we have lost a lot of time to push out of the main cap. And like yesterday, it was a really hard game because your MG for StDb were really powerful. There is a lot of NG on a very smart position close to the small windows, and this kind of MG can just cover a lot of open field. So it's really hard to push and to try to push in front whole line. So really hard. So at the beginning, it's maybe the first thing that creates a lot of problem for the first rush for ARC team, for sure.
We also saw that you guys utilized the high ground for your MGs also in the broken house and on the sand dune at the back. I think StDB at a time tried to push across the field with smoke, and that just didn't work. Your MGs ate them for breakfast and lunch and dinner, killing so many bodies. But yeah, I could see, and also WN7 is not an easy point, of course, for the allies. It's very hard to get there. Their Artie was just absolutely obliterating you guys when you tried to spawn in. That must have been so tough there too. Was there ever a point you thought you might have had the midpoint 3-2, or was it just a little too far away today?
No, it's just too far away.
Okay.
For sure, just too far away. At first, we would try to cap the midpoint, and at just one moment, when there is a lot of transition between our second point and the midpoint, we will just to try to rush with the backdoor pressure just to keep the midpoints. At the same time, the StDB try to catch the whole second point, but we should have better clear the open field just close to whole second point. So we just to keep in focus with the commander and other squad leader just to catch the third point, the midpoint, because at this moment only our tank and our archery was good.
Yeah, their Artie was insane, and I saw your recon made it towards. Actually, we got on video here a knife fight over the artillery. One of your recon snipers ran out of his pistol ammo, and I think the last Artie guy, he got a triple kill, couldn't get the quad, and it ended up being a knife fight that he lost. So that was a pretty interesting thing to catch on camera there. But yeah, they had a wall. They had a Berlin Wall, I think someone in chat was saying, of transport trucks on the backside stopping your recon from getting to that Artie. And it's so hard on Utah when on your side it's just completely open. But your Artie did do a really good job, especially helping you guys retake your fourth point there. You right on the garrison, killed 15 to 20 guys with one shot. So they were definitely doing work. And your defense also was super strong. I know both teams pulling out a lot of AT guns. That must be really frustrating. I see 2 or 3 pack guns. You guys had 2 or 3 AT guns up. But I really loved how you guys defended and you collapsed on their push, especially on the fourth point there. You were able to get behind them and take out their OPs. It's really nice to see. I think it was QQ was one of the squad leads involved in that. But your defense also was very strong in that game. It's unlucky. You know, I think if we had Chapel, of course, or WN4, it would have been a different story. For sure this game, but WN7 is just such a hard point to take. So not taking anything away from you there. Was there anybody specifically you wanted to give a shout out on your team that you noticed that they did really well, or you just want to give them props for?
No, not really. Just one fact that I have my Rocco and my squad leader of the Rocco just to send me a picture with a very big wall with all of truck. Just to protect them. That's really smart for us on the beach. Is really complicated. On a lot of time, I have seen a lot of rockets from the mid cap.
We were seeing that. Rocket already coming over. That's crazy.
That's crazy. When I see this kind of rocket go to the sky, I go to my curry. Be careful, dude. There's a lot of rockets that are coming on us. So that's crazy.
Insane. It's like they took some Russian Katyushas or something and they're just firing off. Yeah, that's
it's a plan B. It's a plan B Katyushka. What do you say? It's not a real Katyushka, but it is the same actuate rockets on the position.
It's crazy how some players are able to get those pixel shots off, and those are the types of things that really change games. And I'm wondering if you can comment on this when it relates to the comp scene. Are those some things for the comp scene, especially like the imbalance in Artie on either sides, that need to be addressed for comp to become more intense, more in depth? Because how can you have like it would have to be multiple games to be like a final or something. How can you have one game where there's such a significant advantage for one team when it comes to Artie and defending Artie, whereas you're on the beach and you have like, what's the solution to that? Do you have a pit where the Artie's in the pit and so you can't shoot it from a distance? Like what do you do there?
I think there is no tips, there is no help, just to protect our artillery on the beach. I don't know, maybe if some engineer can build some walls and some bunker just to protect special angle, special edge of artillery, but we didn't find any solution of how to protect artillery. If I have an advice to give for other team, I would like to say that if you play on Utah, don't choose American side, just choose the German side. Sure.
Looking more to the game as a whole, do you think something needs to be done to balance the artillery with like standard artillery places and defenses and walls and stuff, so that one team doesn't just have such an easy way? Like those pixel shots from the mid were insane. I was seeing them on the camera and they land exactly on where your guys on the Artie. There's no way to counter that at all. I mean, it must be so frustrating. So
and sometimes I saw a lot of I think it's 2 times I saw one squad leader with a gamer just it stand up at the top of the beach and just to try to shot on my gunner on the beach. So you see that with a lot of defense, maybe it probably protects more our gunner, but with a special rocket, it's really complicated because we want to put some roof under, so it's complicated for sure.
Yeah, maybe if this wouldn't be realistic though, because it's Utah. It's Utah Beach, right? It wouldn't be realistic to have like like bunkers or something on the beach from the Allies, right? So it's hard to say, but yeah, no, that was a good game, man. I haven't cast one of your guys' games before, so it was nice to see you. I've cast the 5, and I've seen you guys play as Blacklist, but never as a full team. And is that the goal with this, to try and get a 50-man in the future, where you guys can compete in those tournaments just on ARC as your own?
It's just two ways. The first is ARC. We have not an alone team, but we try to how can I say that? We try just to improve our skills in solo, just during a friendly match, just to improve and step up all the skills of our member, like an ARC team and so on. And at the same time, we try also to participate and improve Frenchie's team with Blacklist. And Blacklist is very ready just to catch together a lot of good teams like Raptor, IVC, U8, and so on, and ARC and so on. So we try just to build together a really strong French team.
Yeah.
Just to reach the better place that in the future we will try to catch.
Yeah.
For example, for the season.
I have a question about yesterday's game, because that was the Blacklist. Are you guys a little concerned about the result only being a 3-2? Did you guys have some concerns about that game? Because going into the seasonal now, people are saying that Blacklist is a top 3 team in the world. They could challenge, possibly challenge Core. They could possibly challenge 116th. Definitely challenge 116th. Is that a little concerning about the result being only 3-2? Would you have expected more from that game, or were you guys?
We expected more. To be honest, with you, we expected more. I'm really proud to know that Blacklist is considered like a third team in the world, so that's really appreciate. And we work to begin the new and the top 3 team. Yes, we work to try. We will work to try to just to catch the second position, and maybe to challenge and to deal with core team. But core team is a really nice girls and with a really hard level. So
WTH also, of course, up there too.
Yeah,
I believe they're playing right now. Actually, I think somebody posted on the StDb Discord that WTH and Core were playing. I'm not too sure what the score is. I think we might raid them after this one, though. But I'd love to see you guys up there, right? Challenging for the seasonal win, and hopefully, yesterday StDB also showed that they're a very strong team, right? Coming into and taking you guys only dropping at 3-2. So
StDB is really strong team. And yesterday when we had with the Blacklist, with a big main line with a lot of experienced guys and really skilled guys, Blacklist is more powerful because there is a lot of experience for the tournament with the 5, with a lot of girls that come from the 5 team. And the result is not the same. Yesterday we won 3-2, and today we lose 3-2. So we saw that there is a different level with just ARC in solo and Blacklist. That the main goal is just to together make a regroupment with a lot of girls that a lot of experience and can be deal with the top of HLL tournament. So that's the aim of Blacklist, is just to have a lot of French guys with a lot of experience.
Cool. Lastly, though, is there anything you want to say to your team? Anybody want to shout out in French? Maybe you want to say some words for those on the stream watching. They're asking for you right now. They're doing #FreeTalian right now. Bring back ARC.
Thank you. I appreciate. Thank you for a lot of viewers and other girls. And merci au gars des ARC et merci aussi au Blacklist. Ça fait plaisir. Voilà.
All right. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us.
Yeah,
no
thank
worries.
you very much for your time.
See you. And good luck in the seasonal too, right? Good luck in the seasonal.
Yeah. You will see the Blacklist. Yeah.
I will.
And I would like to say a word just for you. You did a really good job. So continue like that. We all the community of HLL appreciate your works and the works of all of caster like Lapinu and like you. So really appreciate. Really good and nice job.
Thank you. I mean, that's so kind to say. Appreciate it too. I want to try and help make this community in this game like mainstream. So when we have these tournaments like the HPL or like the seasonal, or maybe another tournament in the future, who knows, that it gets bigger and bigger, and the players, we can have interviews like this and people know your names and your faces, and it really blows up the whole scene. So hopefully that is something for the future. I guess we'll find out and see. But again, thank you so much for joining us here. And sorry about the game, but hey, it was a close one. It was a really good demonstration of your guys' skills. Of course.
Of course. All right. Thank you
See
very
you.
much, you too.
No worries. Bye-bye.
Bye.